Guys, welcome back to my channel, and my dog wants to say hi too apparently. But my name is Hilary. I am a psychic medium and a spiritual advisor, and I'm going to be doing a reading today for you guys on a very sad and tragic case that was requested by a few of you. And as soon as this case was requested, I was immediately pulled in by this poor boy's energy. And I'm going to try and remain positive and happy because that helps me get through it. But this was an extremely heartbreaking, sad, it just devastated me. This case was really hard for me to do. And it's going to be on Daugherty. So this little boy went missing. Oh, sorry, this little boy didn't go missing. He was found in his backyard. And it was ruled a suicide. And I'm not going to get into the story like I usually do because I didn't write it down or anything, but just Google it and you'll find out what happened to this poor little boy. But I'm going to tell you guys right now that this was not a suicide. And I think a lot of people are quite aware of that. Even if you're not a medium psychic, I think you can intuitively pick up that this probably was not a suicide. And the fact that it got... it was ruled a suicide just blew me away. It just blew me away. So I am a clairvoyant, mostly, most of you guys know, but if you're new, you don't know, a clairvoyant is someone who gets visions and random images of things that have happened. I also have all the other clairs, and they sort of come into play as well when I do a reading. But the main one they usually use is my clairvoyance, but as time has gone by, I have strengthened my gifts in other areas as well. So you'll hear me talk about many different random images and visions and feelings and stuff that I received in this reading, and then I sort of put together like a puzzle, or try to put together as much as I can as a puzzle. Okay, so I did connect with Sean's energy. And oh, I do have to say my disclaimer. I'm sorry, my disclaimer is that this video is for entertainment purposes only. This is just what I'm getting as a medium psychic. You do not have to take any of this as fact or actual. This is just what I'm getting from my own reading. So the very first thing I got a vision of Sean. He was showing me him walking home. Like, he's showing me his street. And he is walking home with another male. I think, and I'm getting the feeling like he's telepathically telling me that he's walking home from school. So, and then I also hear the word neighborhood friend. So this tells me that the person that he's trying to tell me who did this was someone that lives in the area and knows the family, is close by. Possibly someone that would walk him home from school or pick him up from school. I'm not sure why he was showing me that. I asked him and he said neighborhood friend, but also that this person knows his parents, especially his mother. So that was the first vision that I got. The next vision that I got was of a bedroom upstairs in his house that he lives in, and he is showing me his clothes scattered on the ground, like his underwear. And the next thing I get is a feeling of being pushed onto the bed on my stomach, like being forced to go on the bed. And I hear the words sexually abused when I ask him what's going on, and so that's when I'm picking up that he was sexually abused that day in that bedroom, or that he's trying to tell me that somehow this happened to him before, or this was, I mean, I asked him what happened that day, when all happened, like what happened. And so I'm gonna guess that this is what happened that day, since this is what he's showing me. And okay, so he shows me the vision of this male, and this male has almost like white hair. It's very light colored hair, and I'd say he's between 50 and 60 years old. That's just a guess or an estimate. Sean isn't telling me this, but I'm guessing by the vision that I'm getting. And there's a lot of, Sean is scared of this man, okay? He knows him very well, and he's showing me that, like, he's making me feel like he knows this man and he trusted him before this stuff started happening. And that he lost his trust, obviously, for this person when this started happening, because this wasn't the first time this has happened, he tells me. So he also said that this person looked up to this person, like I just said before, as a parent figure. And I asked him why he never told anybody, and he tells me that he was protecting his brother, because he was being told that if he didn't do it, that this guy would do this to his brother. So I was really confused when I was getting this information, because I was like, how did this man even know that you were going to be home? Because I know this was just like a random thing that Sean was home by himself with his, he was asked to babysit his brother after school, I believe. So, and it wasn't like it was planned, because the mother, I think, what I'm getting is the mother asked him or something that day if he could look after his brother after school. So it wasn't planned for him to look after his brother after school, is what I keep hearing. So I was confused as to how this man even knew he was home. And what he shows me is he shows me a phone, and then a picture of, like, a vision of his mom and this man. So I'm picking up that they knew each other, and somehow there was communication throughout the day. Maybe the mother was talking to this person and told him that he was going to be home after school. I don't know, but there's some sort of connection between the mother and the man that did this. So I am then hearing the words worthless and nobody even cares about you. So this person who did this would often abuse Sean, like, verbally as well, because this man made Sean feel extremely worthless. Like, I'm feeling it. He was making me feel what he was feeling. He would call him names like worthless, like no one cares about you, no one cares, and just made him feel like he was a worthless piece of crap. And Sean felt extremely intimidated and weak and scared of this person. Sorry. So I ask him, to show me what happens next, and he keeps going in more to the sexual abuse, and I tell him I don't want to see it anymore. I get what happened, and it gets very, like, emotional very fast, because Sean is still quite upset, and he tells me that he never would have left his family. He never would have left his family willingly. And he's still upset about it. Like, he's refusing to cross over because he's around his family a lot right now, because he's trying to give them a message that I would not leave you. I would not leave any of you. I did not do this. So I then get a vision of the kitchen in the house, and he's showing me this man chasing him. He's running away from this guy. And I ask him why he's showing me this, and he says because he wants me to put on his dad's clothes. This guy wants him to put on his dad's clothes so that his father looks guilty. That's why Sean was wearing his father's clothes. And he was refusing to do that, and this man made him do that eventually. So I asked him why he was found the way he was found, and he tells me that I get this just worthless, horrible feeling like he just wasn't good enough. He feels like he's not good enough, and I'm hearing the words, no one will miss you anyway. That's what I keep hearing. When I ask him, like, what went down, like, how did you end up the way you ended up? And, And then I'm hearing I was assisted. So he didn't do this, like, he didn't do this, it was almost like this man was coaching him into killing himself, or he helped him do this, okay? And I keep getting this, no one's gonna miss you anyway, you're worthless type of feeling that Sean's making me feel like he felt. And I feel like Sean was like, I should just she was saying to this man, I'm just gonna kill myself because I'm worthless and all this. And this man was like, well, let me help you. So it was like this man assisted this little boy into doing this to himself. And then I start to get out of breath because of the choking. So this man definitely, someone did this to him. He didn't do this himself. I just want to say that. And this wasn't an act done alone, okay? Someone helped him do this, and I keep saying that because that's just what he keeps saying to me over and over again. And I feel like there's going to be DNA. They're saying there's no DNA, but I feel like there will be some DNA that comes up, and there's going to be some more evidence on the sexual abuse that was happening too. I'm not getting like a time frame as to when, but more of the truth is going to surface eventually. So that was a hard one. But that is the reading I got on Sean Daugherty, everybody. And I'm going to pull some cards from my Crime Time Oracle too. I gotta get my kids from school, but in a reading a little later. And this is my second crime deck. Oh, I think I've showed this to you guys yet, or I don't think I've even showed you guys a lot of my decks yet, but this is Crime Time Oracle 2 that's for sale on my Etsy shop. It's one of the top sellers, and this is going to help me later do a reading on Sean. This is the one that I often use for my crime cases. Anyways, I will see you guys in my next video. I hope you're having a wonderful week so far, a wonderful Monday, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, everybody.